この物語、作中のいかな。だが、この光景を見ているお前は、確かに見た。この、愛に言ってやる。
Hello and welcome back to some more Persona 5 Phantom X. We are now in update 4.3, I'm pretty sure, and we have more of the Persona 3 collab going on. This episode we are going to cover the adventure Strike the Lightning. Yeah, so we're going to get right into that. We're going to cover half of this because it's more likely going to take 2-ish hours. I am doing this the day of the event, a few hours after it's gone live. Sorry, my brain shut off for a second there. And yeah, we're just gonna go start smacking the adventure. So now it's, we're gonna be focusing on Akechi here. Sorry, I keep forgetting names. I actually did already run the new difficulty for Tartarus. I actually did that first because I was more in the mood to do the Tartarus stuff before I did this one. So I've actually experimented with Akihiko here. I'm between pulling for him or Yukari. My next pull will be guaranteed one of them. I kind of feel like getting Yukari over him. Agreed. I just feel like he's pretty basic, and unless you have his awareness pretty high, he's not that great. I feel like Tartarus, if it was more well lit, it would be less scary. In Persona 4, you have a few dungeons that are like pretty out, like you're out in the wilderness, like there's sky and trees and so forth, and it's less scary, but yeah. I've seen some extravagant shadows. There was this game show. Yeah, their dungeons, Persona 3's dungeons and enemies were all kind of just crazy. Everything okay? Game kind of freaked out for a second. But yeah, I just don't feel like Akihiko here is super amazing. He feels kind of basic to me. But he is also the only like actual good electric fighter there is currently. And he's really easy to build. He is pure critical, and he's pure crit. He's crit for days. So he's pretty easy to build, but I just feel like his kit is super simple, super basic, and I just feel like getting Yukari might be a better idea because Yukari is a healer slash buffer. So I just feel like she's probably more useful to get. I am kind of surprised that we're getting Akihiko before we get Junpei, which I think is kind of funny because Junpei is somebody who you get a companion right after Yukari, so. But I think that's because Junpei is going to be a lot more useful because Junpei is like more of a, like, Akihiko's a main character, but like Junpei is like, you get him very early on. He's a heavy hitter, and I feel like if they released him right after Yukari, Yuki already is a huge heavy hitter, and then Yukari is a really good buffer, and then if they released Junpei, which would have been another really strong heavy hitter, I just feel like it'd be too stacked. But Akihiko is a really good character. I just did the guild's boss, and one of my guildies has him just basic, no A1 or anything. and still did really good with him. He took tons of damage though. He like even with a healer and everything, like there was a 75% chance he didn't make it to through the full fight. Yep, there's only one way to find out is just go through these doors. So I did Tartarus, difficulty level 7, and luckily the boss wasn't like a 2-hour-long fight, luckily, but I definitely was super cautious all the time. We're gonna swap out because there's just no reason to have Cord on the team because she doesn't help him out, and obviously I could swap to somebody else like Yuki, but I just don't think it's that important. Ooh, I really like this place. This place looks like really vibrant. It's very weird. It is super, super strange. Yeah. The fact that this looks so normal, but we know we're in the Tartarus is just, yeah, very off-putting. Okay, well, Yukari and Yuki, you two go together. Okay, I'll go talk to her. Hey, Rico. Yeah, it's me, your boyfriend. Oh, she recognized me. Whoa, Rico, we're more than friends. Like, introduce me to your mom. Interesting. Actually, I'm not. She can't remember who I am. She's forgotten me. I can't believe her. After all those gifts I bought her. I'm kidding. Had ended up in the same situation and believed her father was still alive. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's so not true. Even without a personas, we have a lot in common. Well, actually, that's not true. You're right. Without her persona, I wouldn't have, you know, tried to pursue her. Well, that's not true. There's tons of people. There's tons of people we bond with that don't have personas. You know. Yeah, gotta be gentle. You gotta be gentle about this. I want to respect your feelings. Open your eyes! Oh, man, I want a Yu-Gi-Oh reference right there so badly. Yeah, okay guys, back up a little bit. Let's relax just a little bit. And Akihiko, you're really spoiler alerting some stuff. It's like a big cornerstone thing too in the story of Persona 3. The bite of 87, you know? Oh my word, is she gonna have another Persona breakthrough? Rika. Oh. I think we... Oh, ooh, this is not good. Oh, dang, they already whipped her. Freak. Oh, great. Oh, no, she's gone insane. Oh, She's evil? Rico, after all the gifts I bought you, after all the bonding we've been through, you betray me this easily? I can't believe you. It's okay, we'll get through to her. But there's something not right about it. If we take out the shadow, she might return to her senses. Are you ready? Okay, here's a problem I have. You gave me a... Oh, okay, I can't use him. Never mind, I was gonna say... You gave me a guy who's AoE. So... Oh, basic attack? Okay. Nice. Almighty. Nice. Boom. Easy. Oh, man. I was actually kind of worried there. I was like, oh no, I can't do AoE stuff because I can't hurt her. Aww. This is actually really touching. Just a friend? Wow. Can't believe she's friend zoning me. I'm kidding. It makes sense though, story-wise, why we have to be just friends, because not everyone's going to push a relationship with her. You know, some will go the harem route, blah blah blah. But yeah, but story-wise, they have to keep the relationship neutral because not everyone picked, you know, to date her. I love how how we just like, yep, we're just going. Ignore everything, just go. I have to change this every time. I don't have to. But it makes me feel more secure. I wonder if they'll come out with a C's uniform for Wonder. You know what's so funny is they can always come back out with Yuki and Yukari and Akihiko because we're not getting their evolved persona form, we're getting their base persona form, so we can always sorry, I was about to read that. So they can always re-release them with their more powerful form. Oh yeah, I talked all about you, about how we're great friends, and how we're just friends, and how we're friends. How's it feel, huh? How's it feel? I'm sorry. Right, I'm just glad I didn't have to kick your butt. I was quite worried, because I was like, oh no, he's AoE-er, he's going to, you know, hurt Rico. It's good to have you back, yeah. Now we just need to go find the rest of the gang. Okay, we shouldn't pressure her more than that. She's really having like a migraine. Well, the dark hour... Yeah, the dark hour, well, it's, you know, the dark hour. The dark hour brings out, like, the darkest of things, so it doesn't really affect Wonder so much because Wonder is the protagonist. He has a lot of personas, so he's able to fight against it just like Yukari was. Not Yukari, Yuki. My bad. But just like Yukari and Akihiko, the Dark Hour does play a toll on their psyche. And because they're not, you know, the holders of the Fool like the protagonists are, they're very much weakened by... Oh, I'm so used to the tar... No, I didn't want to fight you. I'm gonna try to avoid fights in the story in the adventure because it just doesn't, there's just no reason to fight them. There's nothing they give that I need. And yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at some real quick. Thought one of my dogs was messaging. No, my dogs are not talented enough to use phones, but if they were, they definitely would have texted me. Fabulous. At least that was fast. But yeah, you know, the main difference between Persona 3's Dark World and it's so slow. And the other Persona games is Dark World is the Tartarus, the Dark Hour, really affects the psyche of people. Now, I'm not saying the other Persona games, their worlds don't have that kind of power. They do. Obviously, they get tired, lethargic, and they have to rest afterwards. But it's not as heavy burden on their psyche as the Tartarus is. You know, it doesn't seem to be as powerful as these ones described. I believe the 4 of you will be able to handle it. Oh yeah, Yuki alone probably can handle it. As humble as ever, friend. Not a problem, friend. I can tell you who I'm looking forward to. I'm probably not going to be able to pull them, but I'm definitely looking forward to the dog. I don't remember the dog's name, but I am very much looking forward to it being released. It better be an assassin, and it better, you know, it better be wicked. I have high standards. The music is really nice. So you get that, you know, nice groove to it. I think the guild boss, sorry, random thought. I think the guild boss is gonna need a little hot fix. Because it doesn't allow for one-mores or all-out attacks, even though the bosses, especially the part 1 boss that you really want to use Akihiko with, it says increased damage when you attack a knockdown opponent. However, and you can knock them down ever so often. But for me, they were instantly getting back up. Like, he would knock them down, and then they literally would just, it wouldn't affect them at all. They would get the dizzy symbol, and then just stand right back up. So I don't know if that's a bug or what. But yeah, if someone else is having that issue, please let me know. Because, yeah, it wasn't working for me. Nice blush or eyeliner. I don't know what the type of makeup is called when you put the makeup right above your eyelash. What would we do without you, friend? No, I just feel offended, okay? Introduce me to your mom like I'm your best friend. I know we're friends, but I'm just saying. We spent Valentine's together. They're both from they're both student councils members, and they're both from prestigious families. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them have this huge sense of accomplishment and reliability. Like, I would fully agree with the fact that they are very similar. I'm trying to remember in Persona 4 if there was a student council member and who it was. I think there was, I just can't remember. Unfortunately, I liked Persona 4, and especially with the announcement. Oh yeah, I saw the announcements. I saw the announcement for Persona 6. Really excited for it. I think they really only showed us the theme or concept for the next one. And I'm hoping they'll go with a dark story. I'm really hoping it will be dark and really be emotional. I'm really hoping they'll go that route. Really excited. Really excited. I'm okay with waiting. I'm just glad to know it exists, and I just hope they do it really well. Nothing will upset me more if they give me a Persona 6 and it's just slop. I want a good Persona 6 game. I'd rather wait another 5 years and get a good Persona 6 game than them release it in like 2 years and it's trashy. Anyways, but looking at Persona 4 Revival, really excited about that. It looks good. In fact, it actually upsets me because it looks really good. Like, from what I've seen, it looks really good, and in fact, it makes me even upset because people are going to love Persona 4 Revival, I can just tell. And all the people that liked Persona 4 are going to be super happy. And it just upsets me because I'm a Persona 3 person. I really like, because I come into Persona at Persona 3 Portable. And then Persona 3 Reloaded, I was super excited about it. It looks good. But when I compare Persona 3 Reloaded to Persona 4 Revival, Persona 4 Revival just looks so much better. It looks like it's going to have a lot of useful and fun mechanics. And it just saddens me because then it's going to be like, it's going to outshadow, it's going to dwarf Persona 3 Reloaded pretty badly, isn't it? Which is of course sad, but I can appreciate it. But what are your guys' thoughts? If you've watched the teaser trailer for Persona 6, if you're looking at the content for Persona 4, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Where do you all align with it? I'm super excited for it. Yeah. Just like with Persona 3 Reloaded, though, I'm gonna wait until Persona 4 Revival's on a good deal. I can't fork out $70-ish for a game. Yeah. It saddens me. I would love to play it the day it comes out. But yeah, I just, you know, you gotta make priorities, and, you know, new games are just not high up there, you know. But I'm just excited because, you know, just glad to hear that the developers of Persona have been doing so well, and I'm very happy to see that because there's a lot of developers that have made games that I like lots, but the recent installments of those series have just been terrible. So right now, the developers of Persona are my only hope that they'll just keep making good Persona games. Story-wise, not much is going on. You know, we're just talking about like where we're going. Rico's super useful. Yeah, now we're trying to use her as our navigator. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're not back to full form. It's going to take her a while. Oh yeah, this is their version of the metaverse for sure. And this is what's even more fascinating is when we had the Persona 5 collab, we were going into palaces combined with Persona 5 Phantom X's palaces. But for Persona 3 collab, because they didn't really run on palaces, they ran on you know, they ran on the Tartarus, which is like Persona 5's version of the metaverse. Or Mementos there. So that's what we're dealing with here, is a combination of the R2 Dark Worlds. So that makes me curious about Persona 4's eventual collab. What are we combining there? Because we've already combined palaces, now we've combined Dark Worlds. What are we going to combine with number 4? Very interesting. Yeah, can you scan ahead? Let's keep moving. Yeah. I mean, this is like, legitimately, this is a good team. We have a protagonist, aka Wonder. And then we have a healer, Yukari. Then we have a main, like, massive single damager, Yuki. And then I'm just going to run this, I don't care. Well, we will transition weapon, but that's it. And then we have an AoEer with Akihiko. This is like a solid, like, you know, RPG team, you know. I cannot, unless it's somewhat strange for us to do like a light coming in. It's pretty dark, so yeah, just wait till, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm curious to see other areas. I wonder what will be the next area, because we've seen a few in the Tartarus, which is, we have the next floor could either be the, ooh, hello, I don't want to fight you. But the next floor could be the deserty, I'm going to say Egyptian-y floor, or we could go with the steampunk mechanical floor. Or they just introduce a brand new floor that we haven't seen yet. When I was running the Tartarus, I was hoping to get a like new floor, but I did not get a new one. I got the last one. And so I thought, and this might be a little bit of spoiler if you haven't, you know, done the Tartarus mode yet, but I thought I wasn't going to get to fight the new last boss, and then it surprised me. So last time I dealt with you, I didn't actually have to fight you, but I think I do. Let's just, you know, hey buddy, I don't want to fight. I just want to. Okay, I have to fight you. It just won't let me take the chest until I beat him. So. Oh, I also was looking at the recollection, and it looks like they did remove the 31st fight, which I fully agree with. I don't know why that mode was even there. I don't know about other people, but I was looking, and it looked like only 60-ish people were actually able to beat that boss out of. I mean, like, you can go up to the rankings of thousands, but I was ranked in the top 30% according to the thing. And so you're telling me only 60-ish people out of I don't know how many players were even able to beat that boss. Some people in the top 100, heck, top 200, they were just short like anywhere between 1 million to 4 million damage. I think with like a proper rotations, they could have probably done it. But still, what was even the point of that fight? Like, what was the point of that? Just to make me feel really like, man, you are super weak. Because, like, my best attempt, I got the boss to... I did 11% damage to the boss after 3 attempts. All 3 attempts combined did 11% damage to the boss. Like, awesome. So now I know where I sit in this game, which I already knew, because I already knew from SOS and from guild fights, you know. Like, I did not need you to add another mode that's like, look, you are a free-to-play player, and these are wells. Okay. And it's like, good for them. Like, the #1 person I saw in the rankings that beat it in like 7 turns. Like, how, like, and they used Yuki, Yukari, and then I don't remember who their last member was. And then they used the Angel Adjudicator girl. Like, all I can imagine is, okay, there's such a heavy whale that Yukari's max awareness, Yuki's max awareness, the other character they had was max awareness, max weapon. Like, I'm never gonna get to that point, ever. Even let's say, I play this game for 8 years. I will probably never get to that point. A, because I don't play to build a specific character, and B, I like to collect all the characters, so yeah. But I just felt like that was such a waste that was such a waste. But I get it, they have to do certain things for whales, because yeah, those whales, like, recollection is nothing to them. They can literally probably just run Wonder and probably beat it without much issue. You know, the only people that really struggle with recollection are like people like me, you know, who are using, you know, I can use some of the newer characters, and I have, you know, a basic team, but like freaking whales don't have much, and that's, you know, the problem when you're a whale, is there's no content really focused for you. Yes, there's the SOS, yes, there's the Guild War, you know, but like that is something gacha games really run into an issue with. Like, I'm playing Neverness to Everness, you know, and I haven't really ran into any content that, you know, I have to, like, actually that's not true. They have the train, and yeah, unless you're a whale, that's the only way you're gonna get perfect on all the train levels. If you are curious and want to see my some Neverness to Everness, just let me know. I'll do like a quick video about the game. I find the game pretty good. It's nice, casual, very relaxing. Not very relaxing. I don't know where I'm bringing that word out of. But I'm not as serious with that game as I am with Persona. Like, Persona is going to be my main gacha game for a long time. And I just play Neverness to Everness because I just, you know, was curious. People were comparing it, like, they were calling it anime GTA, and I was, like, very curious, so I was trying it out, and it's not bad. And then with their newest update, and some new content, I will say that's where it's failing right now, is its content is very limited. And it needs just a little bit more content to really, you know, feel fulfilled. But yeah, it's just lacks of content for that game, whereas where I'm with it. Right now, its current event has a really fun racing mode, and I find that really fun. I do my dailies with it, the racing mode, but I genuinely just trying to help other people win and so forth, because I got all my rewards. There's unless they come out with more rewards, yeah. Anyways, we're just trying to get through here. Not much going on. I'm very curious about Akihiko. Like, I don't actually, I just can't decide if he's good or not. I see the argument for why he'd be good and why you should get him. I just don't know. Because I'm only going to be able to get him or Yukari. And then I gotta save up for the next character that comes out. You know, and then it's like, you know, because, and then, yeah, I mean, he'll come back around eventually, right? I mean, I haven't seen Joker in a long time, but they'll come back around. No! What the frick? I wasn't even looking at him. I didn't want to fight this guy. Ugh, what a waste of freaking time. I don't want to fight them. I don't. Can I run away? Can I give up? As a marketing idea, this is a fantastic idea. Okay, because you are being highly pressured to pull for characters. Because right now we have Akihiko, and you still have Yukari and Yuki around. If you haven't pulled for Yuki, which by the way I do think Yuki is so far the best pull out of the three, because Yuki has such a powerful single targeting kit that he's actually yeah. We're always relying on her. Yeah. Sorry, had to read that real fast. Wasn't too important. He just wants, like, oh, you're a third year like me. How do you interact with these children? Ugh. Well, first of all, if she wants to admit it, but she won't, is she's dating me. Second, she is very mature. Yes. She, you know, takes care of us. But anyways, Yuki, I've definitely, you know, no questions there. Definitely a good pool. But then you have Akihiko versus Yukari, and then, you know, Junpei. I've seen a lot of people talk about how Junpei is going to be like really good. But like, I just don't know. Yukari is a definite, like, you know, I can see why you would want to pull for her. Healer, buffer, you know. She also goes really well with the other members because she can help speed up. Like, she's almost like a Cord, almost like Cord. Not exactly, but pretty similar. But yeah, I just, you know, I do struggle, you know, trying to figure out, because, like, yeah. Like I said, I can pull for Yukari, or I can pull for Akihiko, and I will get one of them on my next pull. Or I don't pull for either of them, and I wait for the next person and get them guaranteed. The thing is, you know, after Akihiko, we've got whoever comes next, and then after that person we have whoever comes next. It's really fast, back, boom, boom, boom. I'm curious what everyone else's pulls will be. I've seen, like, most of my guildies, like, have all gone full in for Yuki. Which I can kind of agree with. He can do some massive single targeting damage. Massive single targeting damage. But yeah. But you know, again, I play collector style, so, and I have 0 luck. You know, I always pull to pity, so, except for one time. That's it. Also, I don't know how people also are able to pull for weapon. Like, my word, I have not pulled for someone's weapon in a long time. The last time I was able to pull for it was when I was literally given all the medallions for it. But yeah, I've not pulled for anyone's weapon in a long while. Because it's either I'm getting a weapon or I'm getting a person, and I'd rather have the person than the weapon. Some characters really need the weapon, you know. You know, for example, the twins, you definitely need to get them to A1, but then you kind of want to focus their weapons. The weapon's pretty much more useful than getting more awareness. But I really think they're doing a fantastic job with this event, this whole event, because it's just so much going on. And I keep saying it, but I really feel like they are going to ruin future events. Definitely they're going to ruin future collabs, because I'm very curious with how they did this one. Because this one definitely outshines the Persona 5 collab by a whole lot. So I'm very curious how they're going to beat this later, because you know there's going to be Persona 4 collab and so forth. Also, I'm not looking forward to when they take away Tartarus. I really like that as just a pure game mode, because it really allows people to kind of play around and see what characters they would like to build, what kind of team they would like to build. I just remember what kind of person is. Well, she's our student council president. She's always very calm and collected. Before we met up, we were talking about how we thought you two would get along. Actually, yeah. Not just are you both student council members, but you also come from two prestigious families. Very high-strung families, and really dealt with kind of the same-ish issues. Same-ish. Not fully, but somewhat. I do. However, what is funny about what's her name, Kijaru, whatever her name is. She's a little bit more mature than even Riko is. Like, she's a lot more on the mature side, in my opinion. But Riko, not Riko, Kijaru also has a huge, like, bad girl side to her. And it's weird to say that, because where are you really getting that from? Well, she does like fast vehicles. Yes, she drives a motorcycle, but she really like reminds you like of Queen, you know? Like they've got so much aggression built up that they just want to let it all out. So like they like drive motorcycles, they really like to beat up the opponent, you know. It's very interesting. It just shows that these people are so stressed out that when they get to unleash some of that stress, they unleash it in like the most aggressive way they can, which is not healthy, but you know, when you're so stressed out, you eventually just, you know, pop. I really do feel like Akihiko's just a little too simple for me. He's just a little too basic, which is so sad, because he's actually a pretty not complex, but more aggressive type character. He's a boxer who's a little bit of a battle maniac, who's all about a training, you know? So to say that he's pretty basic is kind of sad. However, his kit really makes sense though. He's all about increasing and getting stronger the more he attacks. So, thematically it plays all. Anyways, we're going to call this here for part 1 of the adventure. I will be continuing part 2 in the adventure next episode. So yeah, I asked a lot of questions through this. Please give me your thoughts and insights. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.